Good morning, everyone. This very early morning. So, what I can tell you so far is the main roads appear to be very clear. Back roads coming out of my neighborhood, there were spots that was just pure ice where everything melted yesterday and refroze. And I think that's probably what we're going to find throughout Knoxville this morning. According to the thermometer right now, we are at a balmy 9 degrees. So if you have to get out, bundle up. It is cold. First thing I'm going to do is check out North Shore Town Center. It'll give us kind of a good idea of what parking lots are like also. So the good thing is that a lot of the snow melted yesterday. The bad thing is when it was standing water, it just turned to ice. So it looks like they actually scraped the parking lot here yesterday at Publix at North Shore Town Center. So you have some icy spots, but overall, the parking lot's really good here. So what you're gonna have, this lane's clear. The left lane coming up through here has ice on it. And I think that's what you're gonna find when you get out, or we're gonna find as we drive through the city, is that a lot of things are clear, but you're gonna have those icy patches. But even the parking lots around here, pretty much somebody did scrape them, so they're very clear here. But let's get out on the roads and really see what's going on. Looking for my glasses, which weren't on my head. Hey, Keith, Angela, Sheila, thank you guys for being with me this morning. Very early for us to be out. I think if anybody does have to get out today, that you're gonna be able to make it okay. The roads aren't horrible for them. I would say that they're 95% clear. This main roads appear to be almost 100% clear. And the interstate yesterday, of course, when we were out, was basically it was 100% clear yesterday. So I'm on North Shore Drive near Pellissippi Parkway. I'm headed eastbound on North Shore. Thank you guys for being with me this morning. So now I'm on Ebenezer Road. Of course, traffic this time of the morning is still pretty light. So far, not really encountering any problems anywhere, which is good. I have seen a few patches of ice here and there, but overall, things appear to be really good. We'll check some back roads as we go. It appears we had a lot of a lot of snow and ice melt yesterday, which was good. Well, Keith says the Clayton Bradley Academy's closed today. Thank you guys for being on here this morning. So according to the temperature, it's 9 degrees here in the Cedar Bluff area. If you do have to get out today, be very careful in parking lots. That's the biggest thing I'm seeing is that the a lot of the parking lots, even though they were scraped or plowed, however you want to say it, there's still a lot of ice on them in places, especially the parking places. Everything I'm seeing on the main road so far are clear. You might have a little ice inch or two in the turn lanes. So this is Cedar Bluff Road. I had my caffeine this morning. I'm not a coffee drinker like Keith. I do love my Mountain Dew Zeros. Probably not good for me, but want to kind of make a loop around Knoxville. Uh, sorry, I won't hit every single area, but I think we can get a good idea of what the majority of the roads are like. Again, if you just joined, road conditions so far, all the main roads appear to be clear. Parking lots are still icy in a lot of places. So we're on Middlebrook Pike eastbound from Cedar Bluff Road. And Middlebrook looks just like the other main roads, clear. What you're going to run across is what we have right here in this intersection is right in the center of it. There's just a big patch of ice where water stood and just refroze overnight. So that's where you have to be careful. If you're going too fast and you hit a patch of ice that way, you're definitely going to slide. So I'm turning on to Church Pit Road. Really wasn't sure how clear it was going to be, but it appears to be so far clear. So I think anybody that has to get out today, you're not going to have any real problems. We'll go back into the neighborhood here in a minute just to look at some of the side streets. Coming out of my neighborhood this morning, it was icy in several spots. It was ice. It had refroze. There's virtually no traction on it. Going to down one of the side streets here just to see what it's like. Yeah, so we do have icy spots back in the neighborhoods. That's where you're going to have, if you have a problem, this is where it's going to be. And it's not horrible, but you run across a spot like this, and boom, I just barely hit my brakes and started sliding. So again, if you're going to have a problem this morning, it's going to be getting out of your neighborhood. Once you get out, the main roads are clear, or at least all of them that we found so far. It'll just be a few places in these neighborhoods like this one where this is just, yeah, I mean it's just ice where everything melted and refroze. But again, even this neighborhood here is mostly clear, except for right here at the front. There's ice. Hmm. Thank you for the bright lights. So now we're on Shad Road. The bridge here is clear. So if you're just joining, the main roads around Knoxville appear to be perfectly passable. Uh, some of the neighborhoods still have some ice on the roads. That's where you're going to encounter problems, if you encounter any at all. And road conditions today are brought to you by Elegant Aerial Imaging, Knoxville's premier source for aerial photos and videos for personal and commercial use. Look us up today at elegantaerial.com. Oh, and Angela, I know you're on here. Thank you for liking the the photo video that I posted. I think aerial photos just gives everything a totally different feel. So we do have a little system coming in. Latest timing I saw was tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. I'm gonna look at the timing of that very close. I think here in Knoxville and the Valley, it's mainly going to be rain. There might be a few snow flurries or snow shower on the back side of it, and the plateau and the high uh, parts of the Smokies may get a little light dusting or maybe an inch, but it shouldn't be anything major at all. Then there's another piece of energy that may come this way in this weekend. And then there's, according to long range models, there's going to be little pieces of energy one after another coming this way. And even though we're going into a slight warm up this week, uh, looks like the long range pattern takes us back into Arctic temperatures. So winter's not over. And I believe we're 47 days away from actually the start of spring. Then we get to start talking about severe weather. Again, for anybody that may have just joined us, I'm on the Shod Road approaching Western Avenue. Really? So far there again, Shod Road has been clear. Again, I think from what we're seeing already around town is the fact that once you get out of your neighborhood, uh, main roads are going to be clear, except maybe for just that one occasional little patch of snow or ice that you run into. So I'm at the intersection of Shod Road and Pleasant Ridge Road. So you are going to find when you're out intersections where there's still some snow and ice on them. And some of the parking lots still have over here near Shod and Clinton Highway still have some snow and ice on them. But we do have traffic out and everybody's moving well. And again, sorry I can't really read the live chat while I'm driving. But I will go back through it when I get a chance and answer any questions you may have, or see if there's anything I need to address or clarify. Even what we've seen in some of the neighborhoods is that a lot of them are predominantly clear. It's just patches of ice in places, and I think a lot of that's where the road was shaded, and it just didn't have the opportunity to melt yesterday. And if I don't get to your exact neighborhood or your exact street or area, I apologize for that, but Knoxville is a big place. But I try to do a loop around Knoxville to get a good sampling of what the roads are. And again, right now, the main roads are clear. construction or what they're going to be doing out here, but starting, sign back there said starting tonight, there's going to be nightly lane closures on Embry Road throughout. So just be aware. It didn't even say what time they started. It just said nightly lane closures. So if you're in the Powell region and or area, just note that this section of Emory Road through Powell is going to have nightly lane closures. And currently, the thermometer says it is 7 degrees. So that's the biggest thing. If you have to be out, bundle up. We again looking at most of the parking lots, they're clear. Most of them, you're gonna have those few patches of ice. So again, be careful in parking lots. Walking, we sure don't want to fall and break something. So now yesterday when we came out Emory Road, uh, there was still quite a bit of sleep in places on it, but it looks like it is so far clear today. We are supposed to warm up above freezing today. I think we're supposed to have a high right around 38. Of course, for the latest on temperatures and weather, you can check out East Tennessee weather. Meteorologist Mike Butcher. There is a link in the description of this live stream. Check out Mike and find out more about the system that's coming through late tomorrow and Wednesday. Working long range, we do still have an unsettled pattern for a while. This week a little bit. The forecast is still for below average temperatures for the next several weeks. Good news is when everything got up yesterday, most of the water dried up, ran off, and so we just don't have to be concerned about. There are those patches, especially on some of the back roads and parking lot. The main roads are really good. And I'm just trying to kind of make a loop through the heart of Knoxville. Now I'm in Halls. For anybody wondering where I'm at, people getting breakfast at McDonald's. Mhm. We're coming into Fountain City. Got the Fountain City Duck Pond on the right, and from what I'm seeing, most of the parking lots are clear. You just have those spots that have ice on them. But definitely, if you have to get out dressed warm, since we're still in the single digits. Still yelling. Again, most of the side streets even I'm seeing are relatively clear. So I don't really think anybody's going to have too hard of a problem getting around today. Oh, sorry about that. That system coming in tomorrow night into Wednesday, I'm going to watch it real close. If there's anything impactful out of it, of course, I'll come out and bring it to you live. Right now, I think it's going to be kind of a cold, light rain for us. Parking lots over here are clear. For anybody that wonders, I'm headed to downtown Knoxville. Thank you guys for being out with me this morning. As you guys have seen, what traffic's out is getting around just fine. Down by campus. So this is Cumberland Avenue. Lions View Pike. Yesterday it was very snowy, and icy, but it looks like everything melted off of it yesterday also. Up through a couple more neighborhood areas very shortly. Passed by the Veterans Cemetery. This is Westland Drive. Take a look in this neighborhood and see what the roads like. As you can tell right here at the entrance, there's a little bit of snow and ice. But when you get on in here, road's clear. And this is pretty indicative of what you're going to find in most neighborhoods around town. You're going to have a few little icy spots, but nothing severe, nothing that's going to stop you from getting out and going. Check some, take Nubbin Ridge Road. The roads are definitely in a lot better shape than I thought they would be this morning, which is a good thing because we've really not encountered any problems this morning. I think what I'm seeing more than anything else as far as snow and ice is people working. So a lot of driveways are still covered, but most of the actual streets themselves are clear. And I did say most. Yeah, even those are clear. A couple more neighborhoods up here we'll drive through just to kind of show you some of the back roads. Check out another neighborhood here. So this is what you're going to find in the neighborhoods. This is where your problem's going to be. You get to places like this, which still has some snow and ice on the roads, but it's not so far that bad. It depends. Where you got the snow still covering, you have pretty good traction. But this is what a lot of your snow and ice on. Some ice. I just wanted to see how slick it was. So there are patches of ice in the neighborhoods, and that's where you're going to run into problems. Even right here at the front of this one, I've got that touch. So that's a good representation of what you're going to find around Knoxville this morning. Main road's clear, but some of the neighborhoods is where you're going may encounter some problems. But even what we've seen in the neighborhoods hasn't been bad. If you're new to the channel, ask that you would subscribe. It helps get it out to more people. Doesn't cost anything. Feel free to like the video, share it with anybody in Knoxville today that you think might need to know what the road conditions are. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I really appreciate it. Oh, new life, your water froze. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, the sun coming out yesterday really did help. And luckily, most everything dried up, so the roads are in really good shape. Mm. We're supposed to be, Keith, I saw you, see you said where Alexis is supposed to hit 40. I think 38. I think we'll be in the mid to high 30s. Yeah, definitely giving yourself plenty of time to get anywhere. Freddie, sorry I didn't see your post until now about Collier Road and Powell, but I'm sure it's probably just like everything else. I think we've done a good sampling this morning of the roads. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. I need to go watch that too. Staten Island Chuck, that's pretty funny. Wow, next Monday before all power will be restored in Nashville. That's unreal. Carrie, good morning. Keith, thank you for all your work in the chat this morning. Carrie, I think you're going to find that in Lenore City too, that most everything did melt yesterday, which was good. You're just going to have those few little areas. Just take it slow and be careful and just watch for any black ice. Adam, thank you. Definitely trying to be safe. Angela, I think spring's going to be late this year. I'm sorry. I hope not, but I think it will. Oh, thank you for sharing it on Facebook, Angela. Well, 51 is better than the 9 degrees it is out here right now. So, Keith, that's a great point. Good time to check your batteries and your smoke detector and dress in multiple layers. I agree. Yes, tornado season is right around the corner. Carrie, you're very welcome. Angela, you're very welcome. Man, thank you guys for being along this morning. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel, ask that you would subscribe and like the video and share it. But I hope that you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'm going to call it right now. And again, I'm going to be watching that. I'm going to be watching the system that's coming in, and we'll see what it does tomorrow into Wednesday. But I think right now we're just going to get some rain, and it's not even going to be a lot. It's going to be like less than a quarter inch of rain was the last I saw. But of course, you can always tune in to East Tennessee weather and meteorologist Mike Witcher. There's a link in the description to this video. Oh, Carrie, thank you very much. Nancy, good to see you on here. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it right now. And we've got a good feeling of roads. Main roads are really, really good. Neighborhoods are going to be where, if there's any problems, that's where you're going to find them. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys next time. And we will talk soon. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Thank you for being